The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
On the red.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Let's go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Play fake here, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A tight end in motion now. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. That's more of the catch out left. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Hey, Lion. Gun.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. That one's cut along the left sideline. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 79 Bronco. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Falcons are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of him. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. It's into the hands of Mooney. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a first to begin the fray. They've got a man in motion. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Lawrence throwing here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
He didn't get it by much, but he did get it. Tucks it in, bottom right. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set it. 70 range. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Traveler, come on. Set. 18, pioneer. Set, go.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for second down.
60 Bobcat. Ready.
8 yards to dig him partially out of that hole, and it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down from the red zone. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Koo able to put it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
Big shot to begin the drive, pass him up beyond the 40. They send a man in motion. Now the give for Bijan. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, Lion.
Able to get it to Moore. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll run it with Bijan. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Moore. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10 now from the 30. A toss now to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
11. Go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, run!
Now it's Lawrence. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go. Take right, open.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Chased out to his right. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels off the play action. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Running back sent in motion left. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Daniels back to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third down, 1 yard to go. To throw it. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Running left is Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Daniels on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Big gap up the middle. He's inside the 10. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 3rd quarter lead. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Handoff now to Robinson. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he plus those tackles.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Staying with Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Go, go, let's go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence buys time, rolling right. He'll go all the way across the field here, deep right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, run!
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Falcons have the football, playing for their season here. They're trailing. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll run with Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 36. Moore's got it. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Red, oh, red. All right, here we go. Hot.
A run here with Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. lots more of the catch out left. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Lawrence now off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat,
Now a give running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short game.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Shut up! Hey, hey! Check that! Ready?
Here's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Come on, set!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
This one's off the mark. It's going to wind up short and too far right. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But, Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Man in motion, out of the slot.
13, Lou. Here we go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
11, add it. Same play.
To throw. He has the first over the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run.
absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Gun. Take it easy, route. Hey, kill.
Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons jump in front late. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from D.C.